Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gaming News That Matters. So you probably heard recently in the news this past week that Sega has a special surprise. So looking back, if you've heard the reports or if you haven't, it looks like Sega's pulled probably the biggest April Fool's joke that has yet to be seen. So if you'd like to see April Fool's jokes, you enjoy those sorts of things, the best thing I think of it with regards to the gaming industry is that we're seeing a lot of these really neat, interesting April Fool's jokes that game developers are giving to us, the fans, the public. It almost rivals the Super Bowl when it comes to goofy commercials that make us laugh and scratch our heads and just give us a good moment of celebration and just pure enjoyment of just simply the creativity that people come up with. So going along with the lines of creativity, some of the best April Fool's jokes from game developers this past year vary from all different sorts of genres. So we saw, for instance, Square-Enix come out with Final Fantasy XIV Omega Home Assistant, similar to Amazon's Alexa, where essentially it seemed like it was an evil overlord that was ready to take over the universe. We also saw the Sniper Elite series with a new fun game supposedly coming out called Sniper Elite Love in Your Sights. Another one, Elgato, certainly famous for their capturing devices and such for other YouTubers and game enthusiasts as well, where essentially it was a spray can where essentially you can create your own green screen anywhere to create different effects, which was a pretty neat idea. I think it definitely would rival some Super Bowl commercials. We even saw Ubisoft come up with a few of their own, combining the For Honor series with the Rabbids as well, along with another one as far as in their shooting series, Rainbow Six, entitled Rainbow Six Siege, Rainbow's Magic. It looked like even taking it to cranking up to 11 in terms of level of goofiness that you'd expect from Fortnite, was trying to take that with the Rainbow Six Siege series and trying to make it fun and lighthearted. Sega even jumped into the fun of it all with their own Sonic Royale, supposedly a huge, massively multiplayer online game consisting of all different sorts of genres, even including supposedly a Game Gear companion app. The Game Gear companion app. I'm not sure when was the last time anything came out for the Game Gear, but it was just really all fun, tongue-in-cheek. And to top it all off, they went one further with a really awesome video for what was supposed to be Yakuza Online. And taking away completely from the regular formula was they were planning to go with some of the adventure beat-em-up from the other Yakuza series, was in turn-based RPG, even with classic-styled Final Fantasy turn-based RPG music that we're used to, with the same sorts of attacks, but just adding it with that Yakuza flavor. And then everyone enjoyed it and thought to themselves, oh, that'd be so much fun. What happens 6 days ago? Well, Sega decided to pull a fast one. That whole Yakuza Online, haha, jokes on us for April Fools is actually Yakuza 7. So literally, they are making a Yakuza RPG game, turn-based style with other action elements, brand new protagonist, and it's coming out next year, which is completely bonkers, amazing. And I think it's really fascinating that Sega has long since been compared to Nintendo for ages and ages because of console wars. Oftentimes was kind of put down because of simply some false steps, poor advertising, poor decisions that led to them no longer being in the hardware industry. However, Sega has decided to turn over a new leaf, it looks like. They've been listening to their fans, trying to give them what they want, and not just simply just putting them out there where they think is what might sell per chance. Now, granted, though, game developers need to put products out that people want to buy, not just simply what they want, and have a feeling of wanting to have, but not necessarily putting the money where their mouth is and actually buying the content. And we're seeing that Sega is putting forth so much great content between now and next year. We see Sega coming out with brand new editions of games seen beforehand on other platforms. For instance, there's a Hatsune Miku Project Diva X Ultimate Collection, which is like the best of series. I believe it's coming out for the Switch, and if you take a look at it, there's been 3 different releases across PlayStation platforms, and we have not seen a Hatsune Miku game not since the 3DS. I think that's the only thing that's come out for them. I could be wrong. There could be additional releases that came out perhaps on the DS over in Japan that never saw light of day in the US. However, that's just one example. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz, there's a HD remaster coming out for the Switch as well. They're actually bringing over Phantasy Star Online 2 for the Xbox One and the PC. I remember going to Sega.com and seeing it advertised as coming out for the PlayStation Vita. And so, seeing that Sega's actually listening, they're coming forth with content that we want. I mean, in only a couple of weeks, we'll be seeing the Sega Genesis Mini, or Mega Drive Mini, depending on where you're coming from, where you're shopping. And we're going to see games never before seen, ever. And so, Sega's listening. I love this change of events that they're putting forth for gamers like us to be able to enjoy their content. And definitely I implore you to, if you like what you see, what Sega's doing, the best way to show that support is to go out there and buy their products, because as long as they keep doing that, they'll keep bringing up more products. I mean, another example is we see Yakuza 7 coming out. We have seen every single Yakuza game main storyline will come out on the PlayStation 4. They've already come out with Yakuza 0, which was a new release, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, which were remakes of the PlayStation 2 versions. We saw Yakuza 6 come out as well, but now they're bringing a deluxe edition coming out, which will have Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 as HD remasters. And taking a look at this is the first time we've ever seen a physical release of Yakuza 5 in the US. There was a digital release for PlayStation 3. However, no physical versions available in the West. And now we'll be able to have all three of the PlayStation 3 releases, main storyline, come out on PS4 with not only just improved visuals, improved resolution, improved frame rates, but also additional content. Oftentimes games that come over from Japan have content removed because they might be concerned that perhaps certain things might not be appreciated because of cultural barriers, but they understand that Yakuza is no longer the same series that it was coming off on the PlayStation 2, or it wasn't necessarily as big of a seller, or even the PlayStation 3. Sega's worked hard to create a game series that gamers gravitate towards, where it stands on its own 2 feet, not necessarily being considered a Grand Theft Auto clone, and so forth. So this is a game series that has not only been well received by the press as far as high review scores, but also has done well commercially as far as garnering high sales, and also great reviews not just in Japan, where sometimes there's differences as far as reviews goes, but also in the United States. So we're seeing every single main storyline release for the PlayStation 4 of this series. And it's just simply great news. If you are a Sega fan, 2019 and going into 2020, it's going to be a great next 12 months. It's a great time to be a Sega fan. Coming up next week on September 9th, it's going to be the 20-year anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast. And so I'll definitely have a special video for that. Big Dreamcast fan. It's definitely a system near and dear to my heart. It's actually the first system I got back to really playing into console gaming after years of being away from it, being in the PC gamer side. Nothing against playing PC games. I enjoy playing PC games, but it was definitely a special time that really gravitated me, not just towards getting back into console gaming, but actually to console game collecting and such. So I have great respect for Sega as a company. I believe in their products. I think they do a great job as far as giving really interesting, unique products. And I think as far as going forward, I definitely recommend go out there, show your support, go buy those products new, pre-order them, try to get some special pre-order goodness. Additionally, for the new Yakuza collection coming out, if you have saves from Yakuza 0, Yakuza 6, even Fist of the North Star, they're actually giving additional special content. If they see a save file on your system in Yakuza 3, 4, and 5, there'll be additional content as a result of showing that support for Sega playing their games and be able to carry it on into the next release. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for more information. I believe pre-orders are already available. If you go to Sega's website, you'll even see information on it. I'll put a link on as far as some of the information about the DLC that came off of their Twitter page. Additionally, as far as I'll put additional links concerning some of the additional content that Sega's putting forth. If you like what you're watching, please subscribe and click the bell for notifications for more videos. I look forward to creating more content for you. I have a great pickups video coming out at the end of this week, even with a special surprise of something I ordered from Japan that you've probably never seen beforehand. So if you're looking for something interesting, neat, tune in later on this week. And definitely next week we're going to have a great video taking a look at the Sega Dreamcast, and I'll give a little my fond memories with the system, celebrating 20 years of Sega Dreamcast goodness. Keep dreaming on. This is Kermit the Gaming Hermit. I'll see you next time. Take care.